catch one more glimpse of your skin. When I look at the way you sleep, I know I'm home.
Set up. What is up, guys? Welcome to today's video. As you can see, it's gonna be a little bit of a different video. We're in the woods. One of me and Tiana's favorite things to do is like travel and adventure and stuff, and we decided for the weekend we were gonna come out to Big Sur and camp. That's what we've been doing all weekend. So I didn't want to leave you guys hanging without a video on Monday, so what I decided to do was film all of our adventures, and throughout this Q&A that I'm about to do, throw in some of the video that we got through the different adventures and stuff. I asked you guys to send in some questions for the weekend so that me and Tiana could do a cool Q&A in the woods.
Literally in the middle of the woods.
This is my first time ever camping, but Tiana's been camping before when she was a kid, so this is a really cool experience and we're definitely gonna be doing it again. Let's go ahead and get into the Q&A. What's my best advice for a content creator? Okay. All right.
Oh, so great.
All right, question number 1. Owen asks, what's your best advice for a content creator? I would say my best advice is to just always keep going. Don't pay attention to the numbers or anything else. Just make content that you enjoy and that you would want to watch yourself, and just have fun with it. Really get too far into like people watching it and things like that. 'Cause I know I struggle with that sometimes myself, but in the end you should make content that you enjoy and that you would want to watch yourself, because it'll really show on video what you're excited about and stuff. So I think yeah, just keep going. Nothing happens fast, so it's definitely going to be a process. Don asks, would we ever move out of California?
Oh gosh, Don.
This is a big question.
You know what? Here's the thing. Is I asked myself that question because I was born and raised in California, and growing up I was always like, I'll never leave. Like, I live where most people go to vacation.
Yeah.
Why would I ever leave? But as you get older and you are getting married and like thinking and you're thinking about like starting a family and buying a house, like California is one of the most expensive places to live, and not only living expenses, but it's also like gas and food. So it's not just like one thing, it's everything.
So to answer the question, you know, it's possible. It's possible.
It is very, very possible.
I don't know.
And I never thought I'd say that in my life.
Yeah, I don't know. But I mean, there's like incredible stuff
like hello, we could just live in the woods. We're doing really good. So. Next
question. Ryan asks, do we plan on buying a house? Yes, a house is a big investment that me and Tiana have been planning for.
Biggest thing is we have to figure out where.
Yeah, so that goes back to the last question. We don't really know where we want to stay at yet. So until we are for sure on where we want to like actually live,
then we're living in the woods.
By the way, I asked you guys to send in like personal and like business questions, and you guys send in a lot of awesome questions. So I know I do car Q&As all of the time. There are a few car questions that I'll answer in this, but I kind of like getting deeper and more in depth than just talking about cars. How did I start filming for how did you filming for businesses? How did I start filming for businesses? Yeah. What I did was in the beginning, worked for free. You know, I got as many gigs as I possibly could. I posted my work as much as I could. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, wherever I could post my work and like get it out to more people, I did it. And I highly recommend that to anybody else who wants to be like a videographer or a content creator for a certain business. Send your work out. The worst they can say is no. And if you're just starting out, it doesn't hurt to start, you know, just for experience, to go work for a company, say, hey, I'll make you this content if I can get this experience. If you're starting out, that's definitely not a bad idea, and I would recommend it because that's what I did, and now I get to do it for myself. Off-topic question here. Since we're here, we've done tons of hikes since we've been here. We've done what, like 4 or 5?
5.
We've done 5 different hikes since we've been here. Yes. Which one's your favorite?
McWay Falls.
McWay Falls?
Which is not because it's the easiest, but because it is the prettiest.
McWay Falls was awesome.
The prettiest thing. And maybe I'm just biased because I've literally been wanting to go there for the past like 7 or 8 years. And it's just so, I don't even know what you would call it.
Yeah.
It's such a staple of Big Sur, I guess. But that was definitely my favorite. One, it's like a super easy hike. It's not even really a hike. You just kind of like walk down to the lookout, but it's breathtaking. Absolutely breathtaking. What's yours then? Out of all the places, so we did McWay Falls. We did the super gnarly hike that took like 2 hours. That was just from our campsite.
I didn't really film any of that one though.
That's true. Then we did the one that was down with like the cave and the rocks.
That was my favorite one. So we did a one that was kind of off the path. There wasn't any sign. It wasn't in a state park or anything like that. We just saw a couple of people walking down a trail on the side of the road. I was like, damn, we got to do that. So we pulled off and did the hike, and it led to 2 different pathways. You had one that went to like a rocky beach, and then one that went to like cliffs that overlooked a beach. And I think that one was my favorite.
All this time you thought we'd never pay the price. In the game of love you have to roll the dice. My heart got 7 years to life. 7 years to life. I've been told that time will heal all our wounds and our sorrows too. No more clouds, no more rain. I need sun to ease my pain. Before this night is over, I will guide you home. All this time you thought we'd never pay the price. In the game of love you have to roll the dice. My heart got 7 years to life. 7 years to life.
This is asked every time, but I have to answer it.
What?
If I were to sell one of my cars, which one would it be and why? And I've been thinking about this question because I do want to sell a car. I've come to the point where I have too many cars and I have to get rid of one to move forward. But which one would I get rid of?
I don't know, because now you just said, remember we drove.
I love the Evo.
I know, you were like, oh.
I love the BRZ because it's just a fun
It's
car.
just fun. I know.
The WRX is too sentimental to me.
Exactly what it is. The Corolla is just the best one. Why would you get rid of the Corolla?
The Corolla doesn't count. The GTR is my absolute favorite car that I own, so.
So the problem is, WRX is too sentimental. The Evo is just super sick.
Yeah.
The fastest one too.
Yeah.
The GTR is one of your dream cars.
Yeah.
And then the BRZ is just fun.
Yeah. I think if it came down to it and I had to absolutely sell one, or that was it, I would sell the BRZ. If I absolutely had to sell one and that came down to like the line, which one would you guys want to see? If I had to sell one, what would you want to see gone? Because this is a real question that I'm having to think about.
Yeah.
This is serious. Which car are you guys the least invested in? And if you say the GTR, I quit. What was the hardest part about starting your channel? The hardest part about starting my channel was probably, I started when like YouTube wasn't really a thing. So the hardest part was like doing a channel and not caring about what others thought about me, especially when I was filming in public. Because filming in public, whenever I started like 6 years ago or whatever, like
it was super weird.
you were
I'm sure.
a weirdo. Yeah. So like there was times where I was at car shows and people would like laugh at me at my face. The thing about it is like you have to know what you want and go after what you want and not care what anybody else thinks. And another thing is, for people now, it's like you worry too much about, you see other people's success, and then when you go and try and start a channel, you don't get success right away. Nothing happens right away. You're gonna have to like work for it. So stay consistent and stay inspired about what you want. What's my favorite cardio routine? I think the Stairmaster is my favorite cardio. Oh, this is a really good one. What gets you out of a slump? What gets you back into motivation and to pursue more?
That is a really good one, because I mean, it happens. It's
Yeah.
real life. You're human.
I don't know. What would you, I think what gets me out of a slump is getting out. So like, I went through this recently, you know, there's times where like it gets really, really hard to like consistently do what
Keep going.
I do every day, especially when you aren't seeing progress that you like you want to make, you know, it's hard. And
That's kind of the same with anything.
yeah, it's the same with
really
anything,
is.
but I think the way that I do it is, you know, either I go to the gym every day, which I guess that's something I do
That's
every
your
day,
thing,
and
yeah.
it helps. But another thing that really helps me is to get out and to stop seeing the same thing every single day. And it helps me kind of like clear my mind, like, and it makes me like think about, oh man, I actually like want to go back to the shop now. I want to work on
Yeah.
whatever it is. So it's like, I don't know, like coming to do things like this, like spontaneous trips, just to clear your mind and go on hikes and stuff like that. So
I think it also helps you to like get back to your roots.
Yeah.
You always like go back and like watch your old videos or something where you were just like 100% in it and always having fun. And it's like, you know what, it's a reminder of what it's all about.
yeah,
And I think it like brings you back
yeah.
to it.
Yeah, especially like being able to think about everything that we've been able to do. It like excites me to get back home
Yeah.
once I'm away. So that's something that I do. When's the last time you got a ticket? I haven't gotten a ticket in, oh, that's a lie. I went to,
That's a lie.
it was last year. I was in California and I was on my way to a concert with one of my friends in San Diego, and I got caught going 86 in a 65. So a year ago in the WRX. Okay, I like this question because it's not fully true. How does it feel to have the grind over the years pay off with so much success? Yes, I've seen success, but I don't think that it's fully paid off. I'm still, you know, working every single day as hard as I possibly can, constantly thinking about what my next move is, what the next business idea is going to be. And I don't know, in my mind, having success pay off is me like settling.
Yeah, so that's what I was gonna say, is like, is it ever really paid off for you? Because there's always gonna be something else. There's always gonna be some other goal, something that you want to achieve. So I don't necessarily know that it's paid off,
Yeah.
but I think you being able to do what you do and always being able to go for the next goal in itself is...
that's success. And
Yes.
something that I like to stand by is that I'm proud of what I've built, but I'm not satisfied. I don't ever want to be satisfied. I always want to keep going and going and going. So that's how I look at it.
Yeah.
Okay, back to Big Sur here. One thing that we did here is we went to Bixby Bridge twice.
We went to Bixby Bridge
Yeah,
twice.
so actually we had, on our way here to our campsite, we had stopped at a bridge that we thought was Bixby Bridge.
But hold on, there was like 20 other people stopped. So we were like, this has to be it. And everyone's taking pictures and selfies and videos and whatever. So we're like, oh, this is Bixby Bridge, this is it.
I go and get some dope drone
And it has
shots.
like the arches and stuff, so it looks like it. Yeah, we put up the drone for like 15 minutes. Like, it was a whole ordeal.
Nope. And then we went and talked to some guy about going to a waterfall, and he's like, oh yeah, it's a little bit south of Bixby Bridge. And we're like, oh wait.
We're like, wait, that doesn't sound like...
We didn't go to the right bridge.
And then we were looking at a map of all the different state parks to figure out like where to go and hike and to the beach and stuff. And Bixby Bridge was like all the way north.
But when we went there, it was amazing.
It was really cool.
Squinty the artist. This guy brought us artwork in Chicago last year.
Oh, okay.
If you didn't know. But he asked, is there a particular quote or motto that you live by? And I think so. The quote that I previously just said was the proud but never satisfied one, but also do more.
I was gonna say yours.
This was my first ever tattoo, was do more, and I wanted that because that's like what I do.
I was gonna say your quote or life motto would be "It's fine." It's fine.
I say that a lot.
When something
everything goes
really
wrong
is not fine, it's fine, babe. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
But no, I have do more tattooed on me just because it always reminds me to keep pushing, to keep going, and to keep trying new things, like camping in the woods. I've never done that before, and now it's something that I actually really, really enjoy. All right, next question. This is a special question, I guess. Will a supercar be coming to the channel soon?
Ooh, boom.
Not really, but
well, hold on.
It's close.
Because I would say it's your supercar. Because I feel like you're not, don't get me wrong, supercars are super cool, but it's not really your style, your direction.
Like, as you guys, everybody who watches my videos knows, like, my style is like pure JDM, like the Japanese culture, like that's what I truly, truly love. And I'm not super into like Ferraris, Lamborghinis, all that stuff.
Yeah,
like, obviously I like them and like they're super cool cars, but it's not something that like,
it's not where your heart's at.
Yeah, it's not like a goal of mine to like go buy a Lamborghini or something, but there is one in mind that is my version of Japanese supercar. I guess. The closest thing you can get to a JDM, like a JDM tuner car, but it's a supercar I don't know.
Yeah,
it's not a supercar, but it's you know, it's close.
It's
but
your
yes,
version of it.
I may or may not have. I'm not gonna say anything. For any entrepreneur, what would you say what would you say was the most impactful move I have made? The most impactful move I have made.
That's a good question.
It is leaving. So right when I graduated college, it was either I take a desk job or, you know, I move across the country and go off my own and try to make it, you know, myself. And that's exactly what I did. I came from Mississippi right out of college, hopped in a car with one of my best friends and drove across the country to California.
Slept on his couch.
Slept on my best friend's parents' couch and, you know, worked my ass off. I worked for 3 different companies filming and worked, you know, on my own YouTube channel. And I think one of the biggest things is, you know, you need to get out, you need to explore, and you need to like take the leap, see different things. Like, yeah, it's easy to stay at your parents' house and, you know, live there till you're 30, but you need to just go do it, you know? Would I ever get a truck? So I was thinking about it, and you know, after most of the builds are done or close to being done that I have already, I would like to do some sort of, not really a truck, no, it'd be cool, like a Wrangler build, like a Jeep Wrangler build.
Yes,
or
that would be so tight.
I really like 4Runners as well, so definitely me and Tiana are going to be like camping and stuff more, and obviously Tiana really likes Jeep, so I think like a Wrangler build would be super cool. But I also like 4Runners, so not necessarily a truck, but kind of like an off-roading outdoors vehicle is definitely coming once.
Dadmobile.
The Dadmobile. Back to Big Sur, I guess. For our last day, we had a lot. What did we do today? I don't remember. What was this morning? Oh yeah, we did this was super cool. So when we got to this campground, the guy up at the front told us about kind of like a local,
what do you even call it, watering hole?
Water hole? I don't really know, but we did, we hiked up these crazy huge rocks off of, there wasn't even like a real trail, it was just like rocks and a creek and stuff. We hiked all the way up it, and we found this huge watering hole, or
I don't know what you call it.
I don't know what you would call it.
Just like where you could cliff jump.
Yeah. So I went cliff jumping today, which was super, super awesome. That was my first time ever cliff jumping.
It's fine. I had a heart attack. Don't worry about it. I'm fine.
It was so cool. And then we actually found a really awesome beach with like these crazy hand-built wooden
like teepees
huts.
Almost. Yeah.
Super cool. So today
really cool.
Our last day was really awesome, and we're gonna go get a super nice dinner tonight too. Instead of actually grilling on our little camp griller thing.
Grill.
Oh man. But no, it was really fun. as a fan, what can we expect down the road for Legends? We got some good stuff. We have some really good stuff. So number one, new merch dropping on the 20th, as well as on the 20th I have a huge announcement, something that I've never done before and that I'm really excited to do for all of you guys, and I think you're gonna be really stoked as well. I can't say too much just yet, but there will be a merch drop on September 20th, as well as a huge announcement. It's gonna be really cool, and you guys will know more about it once it gets closer. Yeah, like what would you guys want to see from Legends? Like, I know we do shirts, we've done shift knobs, we do all the little accessories, hats. What is something that you guys would like that's different, that you don't see, or that you do see sold a lot of that we haven't done yet? If there's anything that you guys want to see from Legends, let me know in the comments, because we are really curious about it. That's what's coming up next. What about an R34 GTR? It's coming, but there's a couple things that we have to do here before we can get the R34. As you guys know, it's about 5 years until that car is legal, so we have some time still, but I would love to do an R34 Japan build. It's just not the right time just yet. All right, that is all the questions, and that is going to be our mountain Q&A. But before we finish, should we give them a little tour of the campsite? A little campsite tour?
Oh yeah, let's do it.
For everybody who stayed, let's see, a little sneak peek look at our campsite.
For the record, the first night, so we booked this super short in advance, so we had to change campsites. So the first night, we really camped. We just slept in the back of my Jeep.
Yeah. And
like really camped. That was it. No tent, no nothing, whatever. And then for the next 2 nights, we were able to get a glamping.
But that was always available. Weren't even real campsites available.
Yeah, no, it was all that was available. You definitely have to book Big Sur like months in advance for sure.
But at least we had one real night of real camping, and you guys saw it. But this is our little campsite for our last night. We had 2 nights here, but let's start at the beginning. Got Tiana's Jeep, which the redwoods are so amazing in person. It just looks crazy. And like I said, adventuring and traveling and stuff is one of me and Tiana's favorite things to do. As you guys know, we went to like Thailand, Bahamas, and camping was definitely on our list. But we have our fire pit, our little grill set up over here. Been cooking burgers and stuff.
Love it.
I love it. It's my favorite. Know what I love?
Oh.
Just my mountain jug.
And it's a mountain coffee.
This is it. Yeah. So this is our little setup, and here is our tent, and the inside of it is actually pretty cool. It's pretty messy, but this is it. So yes, this is not technically camping, but this is what we got.
That's what we got.
So we are gonna go enjoy our last night in Big Sur, and even go enjoy the beach in the morning before we have to head home. But this has been an amazing trip, and I know this is a kind of like a different little video, but I always love to film and show you guys our adventures, because it's something that I always want to remember. But thank you guys very much for watching. If you guys have any questions or anything, leave them in the comments down below. Thank you for watching again, and I'll see you guys in the next one.